I'm back today with another video, but before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel already, and if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now today's unit is going to be brought to you by the company Beautyforever Hair. Of course, I'm going to make sure to leave all the details down below in the description area. Let's go ahead and grab it's upside down. This is what their packaging looks like. Of course, your unit does come in this satin bag right here, and it also comes in this plastic bag, an HD wig cap, and then you also get an edge band. You see some everything tape in here, and then let's go ahead and open this up. This is their 7x5 waterway wig. This one is 24 inches in length. This is the golden brown with highlights. This area, it comes with your pre-cut lace, also your pre-bleached knots, also a pre-plucked hairline. There are no combs on the side, no comb in the middle. However, you do get a comb in the nape area. No adjustable strap. It does come with your no slip band. What the lace is looking like against my skin, I feel like it looks pretty good to where I probably won't have to do too much. And as you can see, it already comes as a left side part. So let's go ahead and put this on. You guys know that I have a small head, but I'm going to go ahead and adjust this no slip band. I like the no slip band because I do feel like it does give you a snug, secure fit. I just always have an issue to see if it's going to be like extra cap left over in the nape area, but let's go ahead and put this on. Oh, and one thing I did miss because it was hiding, it does come with a drawstring in the nape area. My unit is on. Now, there is a little bit of room in the nape area. I'm not going to adjust the drawstring because what happens is if I do that, then I feel like the cap will start to bunch up. So I would rather just bobby pin it down. But up in this area, it is fitting me really good. The parting space looks really nice and open. And then the lace, it looks a little light, but I feel like once I add my product on, it's going to blend in well to my skin. Now this pretty much looks like ready to go. Like I don't have to do too much when it comes to this unit. This is what the front of the hairline is looking like. I'm probably going to trim off just a little bit of lace. It's up to you if you want to leave it on. And then of course, if you don't like the left side part, you can always part this in the middle or on the right. So I feel like this one is going to be super easy to install. I don't feel like much is going to be needed. As far as the fit on the side goes, because this is a 7x5, I had to adjust it a little bit, but that's what it is looking like. I can honestly move it over just a little bit more, but it looks good. I don't have any issue with that. I just need to try to adjust it to exactly where I need it to be. But let's go ahead and install this unit. Let's get it together, and then of course I'll be back so you guys can see the final looks, and I'll be back to tell you guys my final thoughts when it comes to this waterway wig. Water wave unit was really easy for me to style. As you can see, it already came pre-styled straight out of the bag, so you really don't have to do too much. Now I went in and, you know, did my own tweaks to it, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's just totally up to you. The side part was really nice. I feel like the parting space was really nice and open, and you don't have to go in and put any powder, because I didn't put any powder into the side part or the middle part because of how nice they bleached the knots and how wide everything is. Like, it's not too wide, but it's open enough to where you don't have to do anything else. I went in with this adhesive spray from Even New York. This is their sensitive spray, and I've been trying to use up all the products that I have in my room before I go and keep adding different products. And that's been working well so far, so good. But I used a little bit around the very front of the hairline. I didn't even have to put any mousse. Pulled out a little bit of hair by the side part, and I added a little bit of a swoop. You don't have to do that at all, especially if you're not a fan of baby hairs. I just felt like it added a little bit of something, but I didn't want to do too much because I didn't want to take away from the hairline. As I was wearing it as a side part, I just wetted a little bit, and then I went in with this Tresemme Bouncy Curls defining cream, and I just added a little bit because I wanted my curls to still be lightweight and bouncy, and I also didn't want to take a lot of time diffusing the hair, and sometimes that can happen if you add a lot of mousse, and I didn't want to drench this because I felt like the hair was pretty much ready to go. Now I will say, as a side part, I did not diffuse it down all the way like I could have to dry it out, so I didn't fluff it up as much. But when I put it as this middle part, when I fluffed out the hair, once I kind of got the parting space together, I was like, oh my gosh, that looks really, really good. And I dried it down a little bit more, and then I took some of my Sleek and Shine serum and I fluffed it out. Now I didn't add a lot of product to my ends either, and I will say these ends look pretty good, especially for me to have been fluffing and playing around with the hair. And I love the wave pattern. I love the wave pattern. Another thing that I do want to mention is how even the coloring is. Now I know that might be minor to some people, but for me, I love that, because sometimes when you have your highlighted wigs, the coloring is off somewhere. It really just depends on the company, and this one is nice and even, so I do love that. The length on this is good. I don't have a problem with longer hair when it comes to wavy textures. And then the density on this is a pretty good density. You don't have to worry about any tracks or it looking too thin. Now of course, the more you fluff it, the bigger it is going to get. Now even with me fluffing the hair out, and I did use my Sleek and Shine serum, I didn't really notice a lot of frizziness going on during the styling process, so I think that that's good. This texture, I really do love the texture on this unit. The highlights, it doesn't seem dried out or anything. As far as shedding and tangling goes, keep in mind that I did style this straight out of the package, so I got a little bit of shedding, not too much, and that was from me running my fingers through with the product. And then snags, I'm not really getting any at the moment, but I do expect some to go on because of the texture, especially in the nape area. When I kind of pull it like this, you can feel it just a little bit, but I expect that to happen with this type of texture because this is going to need some TLC. So for me, this is a little bit more on the higher maintenance side because you are going to have to refresh your waves, okay? You're not going to just be able to plop it on and go unless you take it off and put it on your mannequin head and then come back to it in the morning. But if you plan on sleeping in this and everything, it's going to have to be refreshed. It's gonna need some TLC. But I love how this one was ready to go. I think that if you are somebody looking for a unit who wants a little bit of color, you love wavy hair, because I know my girls love some wavy hair. If you love that wavy hair and you want it already pretty much done for you, Beautyforever said, I got you. So if you are feeling this one, I am going to make sure to leave a link down below in the description area again. Let me know what you think about this. Are you feeling the pre-style side part, or are you loving the middle? Once again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.